Let's welcome Toastmaster Siddhartha, whose speech, "Who will start the change? Who will start the change?" Toastmaster Siddhartha.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to all of you. Now tell me, how many of us actually believe that we are living in one of the greatest countries in the world? One, two. Very few hands. So are the people who are not raising the hands the reason why we are not so great? So all the people who actually raise their hands that we are living in one of the greatest countries, what is the greatness about India? If I may ask. Culture.
Diversity.
Okay. Diversity. Culture, somebody say.
Hospitality.
What exactly in culture, if I may ask?
Music. Sanskars.
Music. Okay. Anything else? These things make the country greatest in the world? I mean, it's a possibility I'm asking, yes or no?
Values.
Values. Okay. Now, a lot of people did not raise their hands. Or maybe even a great country can have problems. So what are the problems that we have? Biggest problem that we have today?
Politics.
Politics, yes. My favorite.
Population.
Corruption. Absolutely right. Population, okay.
I think politicians instead of politics.
Politicians, good. Okay. Fine, these are the problems, these are the good points. So let's try and understand. If I have a box here, okay, and I invite someone and ask them to take out mangoes in that box. So he takes out 5 mangoes, but 4 are rotten. Okay? 80%. But now if I tell you, in that box, there were 50 mangoes and 45 were rotten in them. So then you won't be surprised, because no matter who comes and takes out mangoes, you will get rotten mangoes. So politicians, as we say, are they the disease or the manifestation of the disease? Are they the society in itself or the reflection of society? We have to ask these questions. Do politicians land from Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, or they come amongst us? We have to ask that question. Politicians are just a subset of the universal set called India. Look around you. In your daily lives, when a traffic policeman catches you, why does he catch you? When you cross a green light, does he catch you? No. When you cross a red light. He catches you when you are talking on the phone while driving. He catches you when you are overspeeding. And what do? We offer him 100 bucks instead of paying 1,000 rupees fine. Why? Who is the greatest beneficiary in this small act? We. We save 90% of the fine. We save the trouble to go to courts. We never submit our license. It's a very small example of bribery, but we do it. Do I blame the politicians for this form of corruption? Can I blame them? Ask this question to yourself. How does a life start? I was having this chat with my friends, and they told me when they had gone to school for admission of their child, they had to pay donation. Some paid donation of 40,000 bucks, some paid donation of 5 lakh rupees. A school where we expect our children to learn integrity, honesty. We send them there to become good citizens. Teachers are supposed to be next to parents. And how does the journey of a human being start? By corruption. By giving that donation. Do I blame the politicians for that? So, you really want to say the politicians are the reasons? Again, think about it. A small story again, okay? There was this man. He was coming down a lift from 40th floor. On 38th floor, a beautiful girl enters the lift, okay? So on 36th floor, he asked the lady, if I will give you $1 million, would you spend the night with me? And the girl is like, wow, $1 million for a night? She says, yes. After some time, the guy says, on other thoughts, I'll give you $100. And the girl is furious. She says, what do you think I am? He says, well, what you are was established when you accepted my offer. Now we are just negotiating the price. And this is how we actually cover ourselves when we say we are doing a very small crime. A crime is a crime is a crime. Ask yourself, a lot of times in our salaries, we save taxes by giving that false bills. By giving that false medical bill, or that driver's bill, or any other bill. Let's say we save only 10,000 bucks, a small amount. We're talking about the magnitude of the crime, small amount. We are saving just 10,000 bucks in taxes. How many people are actually paying taxes? Maybe 1 million, 2 million, 100 million in India. We'll take a very simple example, 1 million, 10 lakh people. 10 lakh people save 10,000 rupees, a small amount in cheating. That means 1,000 crores. We have robbed India of 1,000 crores by doing that cheating of this 10,000 rupees. Are politicians the reason for that? Ask yourself. Let's talk about doctors. Another official, he was a health official. He had gone to interiors of Madhya Pradesh. And we know a lot of female feticides happen there. But look at this story. A normal person, when he sees and does a normal sonography to find out whether it's a girl or a boy, finds out that it's a boy. But he tells the parents, the doctor, that you have a girl. Why? Because checking that would have got him few hundred bucks. But now the operation will get him thousands of rupees. That's what our doctors are doing. You want to blame politicians for corruption? Think about this, that we try and put all the blame by saying those 544 people sitting in the parliament are the reason for a corrupt India. Think. We, in our daily lives, do that corruption almost every day. And I know this is going to hurt some people, but when we worship, what do we say? God, do this work for me and I will give 1,000 rupees of prasad. That's what has been taught to us. That if you do something, you have to offer money. We haven't even left our gods out of it. The richest trusts in India are the temples, not any other thing. We are the worshippers. We donate. For what? Think. Do I blame the politicians for that? What are the latest things going on in India? IPL, yes. But I was talking about brown things and bad things and how India is not so great right now. Of course, we had the case of Nirbhay and we had the case right now of the 5-year-old. Again, people are on the roads, putting the blame on politicians. What we do is, anything which goes wrong, we say politicians are to be blamed for that. Are politicians the reason for status of women in India? Look around, how many of you believe that women are equal to men? Good. But how many of you believe that we actually treat them as equals? One person only, maybe two. So you guys treat them, but are women actually treated equal in India? Think around you. I mean, my blood boils when I see the serials coming on television. They are the most regressive things possible on this earth. And who make them, who participates them, and who watches them? The biggest viewers of all these serials are the women themselves. They like seeing women pose as regressive human beings. Why? Do I blame politicians for that? If we really want India to be great, we have to think. We cannot put the blame on those 544 MPs sitting in Delhi. The change you have to decide is going to start only with you. And you have to decide that if we want to really make India a great place, we have to be the change and not just talk about change. Thank you.